Yo, what is going on, guys? We're back with another SnowRunner mod review, and today we're checking out the M181 Hellion Isv. I believe this is Halo inspired, and I'm super excited for this because I do remember before I departed IX Research, Max Mike was teasing that he was building something. Originally, I thought it was another tank, and he kept it pretty well under wraps. And then we got this brilliant Christmas present, New Year's present from Max Mike, and it is a Hellion, and this is just absolutely beautiful, and I'm really excited to see it. We do have POG tires and some other great things that go with this mod and make it what it is. I'm super excited, but you know what to do. Drop a like on the video and a sub to the channel. We're going to jump into it, guys. Alright, let's customize this M181 Hellion Isv. It is Halo inspired, I'm almost positive. We have one engine choice here, the DEI/H 8.0 liter. This diesel-electric hybrid internal combustion engine is a custom motor unit used by the Universal Network of Specialized Combatants. The IX 8 liter version used in the Hellion emits a whiny hum. We have two transmissions, the J117 HCE and the F104 HSG. The first one is prototyped by QZ's Racing Advanced Vehicle Engineering Department. This fully locked off-road mil-spec 7-speed gearbox is capable of moving the Hellion at speeds in excess of 80 kilometers an hour. That is crazy. We have the F104 H5G, which is spurred by unforeseen demand in the retail marketplace. QZ's Racing engineers headed back to the laboratory to design a 4-speed crawler-style gearbox for the Hellion. The F104 is the result of their work. And so, to me, it sounds like this is more off-road, and the J series transmission is a little bit more of a highway/off-road gearbox. We're going to try this just for its crawler style ability, which I think will help us in the torture test. We do have an active suspension, and we got some awesome tire choices here. This looks really original. I actually love that tire. Let's go into the mud tires and see what we got. Soft terrain PT6 Woodsman. Set of heavy-duty mud tires from POG Tires designed to be dependable in agriculture and forestry industries. Friction 2.8/3.7, 3.0/5.0. So that's cool that we get to know the friction here. That is really, really cool to see. Set of PT27 low ground pressure tires from POG Tires. Set of PT31 mud tires from POG Tires, friction 2.736. Sounds like this is the one that we want to go with, but I almost feel obligated to check out. Yeah, we're going to check out the Woodsman. Winch, we're going to put Autonomous Scout Plus. Spare wheel, yeah, we'll put it there. Frame add-on, small roof rack, sure. Roof rack, I don't know. Do we need a roof rack? Small roof rack, trunk repair supplies? Anyone? No, let's leave that off. Let's see what we got for lighting. We do have a searchlight we can put on, and the PT rims. Alright, let's pull this out and check out the Hellion. So it's convertible, which is cool. The steering's like ultra responsive. That is also cool. And the lighting's precise. Now I think this is gonna like really thrive in the mud pit, the torture test. I didn't go completely OP, and you can see here it's realistic because we have like very little traction on the icy parts. We do not have a high gear range on this, so we have automatic, low plus, low minus, and low. And I'm very excited to see the new transmission in the PTS make it to the live version eventually. Having those extra gears, I think, is going to help the scouting and off-roading quite a bit, and it's a core gameplay change that I think everyone is going to appreciate, whether you're using a mod or a stock vehicle. I think it's going to go a long way for sure. I'd be interested to see what current mods get updated to support that gearbox or their own version of it, basically. That'll be very interesting to see. And here we are at the torture test. We're going to keep it in automatic as long as we can. The spotlight is on during the day. I don't know if I should be confused by that or not. So I do know that in the mod.io, there's a comment about it being OP, but you know, the fact that we're in automatic and we're making it through this but struggling, that does not say OP to me. We're going to turn around once we get to the end if we can make it all the way through in automatic. Pop it in a low minus or low plus and see how that does. I'm also kind of excited to see, possibly in another video, how the stock default gearbox does, considering you can go up to 80 kilometers an hour. That is pretty crazy if you ask me, and I think that is also going to be exciting to see. We might even have to take it to the drag strip or the stadium. The ground clearance this thing has, you won't have to worry about a single thing at all. And I love how refined the interior is here. It is, yeah, well done. Well done. Looks like we got all-weather floor mats. All jokes aside, these lights are bright. Let's actually pop it into nighttime. I'm excited to see these lights and see what they look like. Woo! Not too bright, not dim at all. The taillights look really nice. That is actually crazy, guys. That looks incredible. Let's pop it back in the afternoon and continue our journey through the torture test. I think the big tires are a big help in this. He's shaking in the seat. That's hilarious. I think I can, I think I can, I think I can. Yeah, you can. You're going to make it through. No problemo. Well done, Max Mike. This just is a brilliant, brilliant, and ingenious mod to add. Now let's put it in a low plus and see how we do now. We might even be going slower than we did in automatic. Let's pop in a low. Low does seem to be just a tad. We're not digging as much. That is for sure. We're definitely not digging as much. But, I mean, it still is, it's not cruising through by any means. If this was OP, we would have just absolutely cruised through an automatic. It does dig pretty good with these tires, though, I will say that. But, I mean, it's the Woodsman tires, and they're a little bit more aggressive, a little bit knobbier tread. So that's to be expected. And what I think we're going to do, guys, is recover and switch the tires. Oh, I forgot about the active suspension. We do have the active suspension. But let's recover, and let's switch out the gearbox and put the stock one on. And for the tires, let's check out the PT6. No, let's check out the Razorback, actually. Let's check out the Razorback. Make sure we get that lift up there. We got 7 gears here to work with. Now, having the slight rear steer, I think, and the all-wheel drive and diff lock on is part of why we're, you know, sliding around a little bit. To be expected, but it is got a firm suspension, and having it lifted, we're now able to see some of the suspension movement, which I think is pretty exciting. It does not seem too stiff at all. And I forgot high gear is probably the 80 kilometer an hour gear. You can definitely tell that these are not made for ice, though. That is without a doubt. The braking is ultra responsive as well. For fun, I'm honestly going to put it in automatic here and see what happens. And that is what happens. Alright, we dug ourselves deep quite a bit here. Let's back up and realign. And now let's put it in a low. See how we do on this side of the mud pit. So low plus you do spin a little bit, and until you hit the water, it doesn't actually seem to slow you down at all. It is just cruising through, guys. Not in an OP sense either, like in a very realistic sense, what you would expect out of this beast. It is cool to see this, you know, kind of struggle in a sense, that it's not completely OP. I absolutely love the tires that Pogger makes. The Pog series tires are absolutely brilliant. And they're a little unique and different to Quasis. It is cool to see that combination. I would love to see some Quasis around here, though. That is for sure. Let's put in a high and see what happens here. Once we get out of this kind of muddy part, see if it just takes off. You can hear how stiff that suspension is. You can tell it's trying, but there's just too much mud and snow to let it just absolutely take off. It is going pretty fast though, given the mud and snow that's here. I will say that. We'll have to see how this hits the pavement. If we can make it there without crashing, flipping, or totaling this. And that's the first damage we took, actually, so far. And there's a little more to go with it. So we're coming to pavement here. Let's see how fast we can get this thing going. Which is good now to keep this locked at in high and give it that chance. Okay, it's not flying that high, but it still is pretty fast. And that is it, guys. 10 out of 10 recommend. Model link is in the description, guys. Don't forget to hit that thumbs up button and drop a sub on the channel.